Hey guys, so in this video I will talk about the team formation for Dynamo, but when we want to talk about team formation and how they can functionally work, the first thing we have to understand is how pulsing field works and the number of dynamo required to charge the field. And that is the first thing you want to determine. You want to ensure that you have enough dynamo to charge the field. So once you have enough dynamo character to do that, then you can slot in other characters. Okay, of course the best is if you have all the dynamo characters, but a lot of you have been asking me what are other replacement options, how can you run a team that is not full dynamo, who is important, who is not, who can be slotted in. This is a two-part video. The second part I will answer who can be slotted, but this part of the video I will explain how dynamo works and what is the minimum number of dynamo character that you need to make the team work and who they are. So first of all, pulsing field. Pulsing field is an array, so please do not use other character like you just put in Tuesday or Lopera. They are array will cancel this array, and then this array will cancel the array, and then you mess up your entire team. So don't do that, right? So first of all, pulsing field, it needs dynamo to upgrade. So without Charon is the character we get in 3.0. So those of you from global, you probably might not know who Charon is. So in that case, this is a spoiler for you. But anyway, if you don't have Charon, which means now you're using Ezra. Ezra alone can't do much. You need to wait for the patch after Assassin's Creed. Once you have Lucy's Euphoria and you get a new character, Ulrich, then Dynamo will be a very strong team that you can use. So the pulsing field start off with level 1. At level 1, it needs 50 charge of Dynamo to level up to level 2. Once you reach level 2, you need another 70 Dynamo for it to reach 120, then it will turn into level 3. Level 3 lasts for 2 rounds, and at the end of it, it will reset back to level 1. So without Charon, total you need 120 dynamo to hit level 3. With Charon reduces the dynamo requirement for 120 to 90. And there is no phase 1 or phase 2 or level 1 or level 2. Directly level 1, once you get 90 dynamo, you will be able to hit level 3. Once you hit level 3, the field will be able to provide Ultimate Might 35%, Incantation Might 25%, and Damage Bonus 15%. That is huge. Okay, it's a very strong damage boost to your party. But you might think, why Ultimate Might and Incantation Might? You either have Ultimate or you have Incantation. So how does that really benefit the team? Well, Dynamo characters, especially Lucy, Ulrich, and then Charon, their attack actually gain benefit from both. So which means 35% ultimate might, 25% incantation might. You add it together, you have 60% of skill might. I just put it that way, right? Ultimate plus incantation. So it will enhance your attacks up to 60%. And then you include in as well the 15% damage bonus. So now you have understand how the field works. Here I want to show you how the characters can transfer dynamo into the electric field. So here first I have is Ezra. I'm using all these other characters sustained so that I don't die. But here I'm gonna show you each character at a time. Ezra, Ulrich, Charon, and then Lucy. So first for Ezra. Ezra is the most simple and direct way of the dynamo mechanics working, and it simply is that when he uses his incantation, he gets 10 dynamo. And at the end of the round, based on the number of dynamo, he will transfer it, but maximum is only 20 stacks of dynamo. So here I'm going to use 2. He's going to get 30 stacks at max, but only transfer 20. Right? 1, 2, transfer 20. Okay, and I'm going to do that again. I'm going to get another 20 stacks and then transfer 20. So if you are looking into this right now, turn 2 I can transfer 40, by turn 3 I can bring it to level 2. One advantage of Ezra is that every time you upgrade the electric field, he will activate the mushrooms and he will get a shield. Okay, alright, so this is turn 3. 30 Dynamo, and this one will not give me 40 because max is 30. So ultimate also give him 10 Dynamo and then he transfers 60. So he need 3 turns to bring it from level 1 to level 2, and now you will retain the 60, and in order to get level 3 you need another 60. So Ezra will need another 3 turns to bring it to level 3, and by the time you hit level 3 you have 2 more rounds as mentioned in order to fully utilize the electric field when it's maxed out. So for Ezra, it's as simple as that. And for the next character, so for Ulrich, he probably has the most complex Dynamo gain and Dynamo channeling of all the Dynamo characters. But do bear with me, I will explain it to you how it works. So first of all, he start off with 20 Dynamos. Alright, and each round at the end, the maximum Dynamo that he can channel at the end of the round is 15 Dynamo. Okay, not more, not anymore, just 15. And apart from that, he can transfer his Dynamo using S1 and S2 as well as his ultimate. But the first time you use S1 and S2, it will put him into a channeling status. And the first time you do that, as in when he enters channeling status, he will not contribute Dynamo into the charge, into the field. Okay, so here I'm going to demonstrate it to you. Alright, you use both of this skill. It did not transfer any Dynamo. And at the end of the round, he transferred 15 Dynamo. Okay, you see now it's 15 over 50 because he's transferred 15 Dynamo. So initially he have 20, after he transferred 15, he should have 5 Dynamo left. But now if you look at him, he has 15 Dynamo. Where does the additional 10 Dynamo come from? At the end of the round, he passively gained 5 Dynamo. Alright? And depending on how many times Dynamo is being transferred to the charging field or the electric field, at the start of the round he gained another 5 Dynamo. So in that case, just now he transferred 15 and there is 1 instant of transfer, so he get 5 Dynamo. So 5 plus the passive 5 he get at the end of the round, and 5 more at the start of the round. Now he got a total of 15 stacks of Dynamo. And since now he is in channeling status, I'm going to use S1 and S2 again, and now each time I use S1 and S2, okay, I will transfer 5 Dynamo into the stacks. Okay, 1, 2, right? I want to get his ultimate next. That's why I moved the incantation 1 time. Okay, so now look at this. You have 15. He used 1, transfer 5. Now you have 10. Transfer another 5. You have 5 more. And then he gained another 5 at the end of the round. Now he has 10. And then he transferred all 10 into the field. Maximum is 15, but now he do not even have 15, he only has 10 at the end of the round just now, so he transferred 10 Dynamo. So total, he transferred a total of 20 Dynamo in the previous round. And because he used S1, there is 1 instant he is transferring Dynamo, S2, another instant of transferring Dynamo. Then at the end of the round, another instant of transferring Dynamo. He does it 3 times, which is why now he has 15 Dynamo. At the start of the round, depending on how many instances of Dynamo is being transferred, he get Dynamo. So here he has 15. And here I'm going to use his ultimate. The thing with his ultimate is that you wouldn't want to use any of his skill while you use ultimate. That's because first, if you use this, you use ultimate, you are wasting Moxie. If you use this, then you use this, it doesn't work because he is in another channeling status and that prevents him from using any of his incantation. So I'm gonna just use this and now, okay, I'm gonna show you, right? Right, so now I use his ultimate. He will get 30 Dynamo using his ultimate and he will transfer 30 Dynamo into the field. Right? So just now he was at 45 Dynamo. He gained 30, he transferred 30. Sorry, was he at 45 or was he at 35? Yeah, he was at 35. So he gained 30 and transferred 30. That is 65 Dynamo. Alright, and the max Dynamo he can gain is 30. So all 30 is being chunked into the field. And at the end of the round, he passively gained 5 more, which he then instantly transferred into the field, which is why the total of 35 was transferred in the round that he uses his ultimate. And his ultimate is 1 instant of transfer, and at the end of the round, another transfer of 5 Dynamo, so total 2 transfer, now he has 10 Dynamos. Okay? For Ulrich's case, he will be able to charge all the way to level 3, provided that you keep using his incantation every round. So it makes him very AP hungry in order to get this Dynamo stack all the way to 30. So that makes him not a very good support because you are just accommodating too much AP for him instead of your main DPS. Unless you build him up in a way you have all the support character making him hit harder, then perhaps. But still, getting all the way to the max level of charging field will probably take 4 to 5 rounds. As you can see, now I'm at 70. If every round without ultimate maximum he transfers 20, then that would be like 90, 110, and then only it changed. So it takes a bit too long for him to charge all the way to level 3, which makes him not a very good support if used on him alone, right? So for the next character, for Charon, he is also a bit different, alright? So what does he do is that, as told you, the charging field needs to be upgraded twice, level 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and the Dynamo is different. But with Charon in the party, he basically directly upgrades from level 1 all the way to level 3, bypasses level 2. However, instead of 50 plus 70, which total of 120, he increases the requirement from 50 to 90. So once you hit 90, it automatically changes into level 3. So in a way, you doesn't need 120 Dynamo in order to get level 3 anymore. You only need 90. But the problem is, you will need to charge it longer. Okay? And here I want to show you, Charon, he starts with 20 Dynamos. Every time you use his incantation, you doesn't get any Dynamo. And at the end of the round, you also doesn't get any Dynamo. So here I'm going to show it to you, okay? And maximum, he can transfer 20 Dynamo. So here, I'm going to use both skill. I'm going to get his ultimate next because the main thing is all about his ultimate. Now he get 90. I transfer 20 Dynamo and I get nothing in return. So there is no way for me to transfer any more Dynamo if I do not use his ultimate. So the key here is actually using his ultimate. Here, just to show you there is no more Dynamo. Now, once you use his ultimate, it will depend on this stacks, this yellow color stacks that is at 90. At the end of the round, while he is in the status which is granted by his ultimate, so you have to use his ultimate, put him into that status. At the end of the round, based on the number of this stack, divided it by 5, and that is the amount of Dynamo that he will get. So now I'm gonna just reset 1, 2, 3. Each time I use his skill, I get 20 of the stacks. There's other ways to get that stacks, but this is not what we are going to discuss in this video. Alright, so you see now it's 110 because he get 20 stacks, and now not 20, he have 130. 130 divided by 5, that is 26. So now with 26, he transferred 20 because the maximum he can transfer in one round is 20. So the field charged from 20 all the way to 40. And he should have 6 stacks of Dynamo left. There, he has 6 stacks of Dynamo left. Okay? In this round right now, he will consume some of this. Okay, he will consume 50 of it. So again, I'm going to use his incantations. Okay, I'm going to get 150, 170, but he's going to consume 50, so I will get 120. That should give me 24 stacks. 24 plus 6, I will get 30. So I transfer another 20, now I have 10 stacks left, right? 30 minus 20, I get 10 stacks. The problem is that if each round I only can transfer 20 stacks, there is no way for me to bring the field all the way to level 3. It will reset back to 0. So Charon on his own will never ever upgrade the electric field to level 3. Alright, but it's rather simple. You just need to upkeep his ultimate, and then you make sure you have high stacks of, I'm not sure what this is called, I forgot the name, but you have high stack of this, then you get Dynamo, and then you transfer in. Okay? And if you want to keep that, if it's alone, you kind of do need to end up using quite some incantation. If you are using him without the Dynamo team, like let's say you use him with other characters, you don't really bother about the charging field at all. You don't have to, since there's no way for him to upgrade it. You just let it be. Alright, so this is for Charon. For the next character, and the last character we have here is Lucy. Now, Lucy, it's quite difficult for Lucy to gain Dynamo. Okay, because Lucy, her original kit, the only way for her to get Dynamo is when a character get Eureka, and also when someone get Moxie. Okay, and that will increase the Dynamo. So apart from that, she can't get Dynamo until you use her ultimate, because that will give you the charge ammunition or the overcharge ammunition, and each time you use the charge or overcharge ammunition, she gets 10 Dynamo. So that is still the same. For her to transfer Dynamo in, it doesn't work passively. At the end of the round, she doesn't transfer anything. Right? You see, nothing is being transferred. The only way to transfer Dynamo is by using enhanced incantation. What is enhanced incantation? You can see that this incantation is shiny. This one has no glow on it. Okay? If I use this and this, each time I use an incantation that is shiny, I will infuse 10 Dynamo into the field. Okay? 10 Dynamo goes in, and no Dynamo. Right. So in that case, for Lucy, since she will be the DPS of the Dynamo team, you will want to use her incantation all the time. So technically, if you have both incantation being upgraded, you use both of it, you can channel maximum of 20 Dynamo as well. You know, providing that you only uses it twice. But if you kill an enemy, she does a follow-up attack. The follow-up attack can be the upgraded version as well, and that can infuse more Dynamo inside. So in certain situations, she can transfer a lot of Dynamo. But maximum will be 30, because the max stacks that she can have is 30. But most of the time, it's unlikely that you have 30 stack of Dynamo, because she gained Dynamo rather slowly. The time that she gained a lot of Dynamo is actually when the field is at level 3. So why did, you know, the developer make her kit that she's gaining so much Dynamo when the Dynamo is already maxed out? It makes no sense, right? However, the situation here is that her Euphoria, she has one of the tier that says the more dynamo that she has, then the more relative damage that she do. If I'm not mistaken, one stack of dynamo is 8% relative damage, so 30 stack of dynamo would be additional 240% relative damage, right? So her situation is rather different. But in most cases, you do need to rely on her providing at least 10 or 20 stack of dynamo per round in order to quickly charge the field. Alright, but anyway, if you are playing her alone, it is also very unlikely that you will be able to charge the field. And most of the time, you probably will not use her without the other dynamo characters. Okay, so that's for Lucy. Now the next part of the video, I will show you combination of this character and how well are they to charge the field. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna put in Lucy. Okay, so now you know that how each character is providing dynamo, you kind of can estimate how they are charging it as well. So let's say you have Ezra and Lucy. Ezra can provide 20 per round, provided that you are using his incantation. Then Lucy can provide another 10 or 20. So to get to 120, you probably need at least maybe 3 to 4 rounds. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this will give me 30. Next round will be 50. Okay. But you see now Lucy don't even have enough of 20 to transfer. So again, this coming round, at most, I will be able to transfer another 30. Okay, I'm not going to do the full run here, but here is giving you an idea on how much dynamo I can actually transfer. Alright. Oh, 70. Oh, I actually am able to transfer that 20. Because of the Eureka and Moxie that I get. Right, so now I need another 50. I can transfer another 30 this round, or at most 40, but definitely not 120. So, which means I need a total of 4 rounds if it's just Lucy and Ezra. Total of 4 rounds. For this part of this video, do check the description below, or I'm going to put a summary at the end so you can look at the slides regarding all the summary. I will have no explanation there because I'm explaining it now, but in the end, I will put all the summary into the function of all this character and how fast they can charge. But here, Lucy and Ezra is at 4 rounds. And for Ezra Ulrich, okay, if both of them maximum can transfer 40, simply to say it's 3 rounds, right? 40, 40, 120. So yeah, but because of the first round, Ulrich is just able to transfer, Ulrich is not able to transfer 20 at the first round, so it's just 15. So, but subsequent round, if you keep using his incantation, you can transfer 20. And by the third round, okay, if you want to get 3 rounds and charge the force field, the charging field or the electric field to level 3, you need to get Ulrich ultimate, because Ulrich will be able to transfer 30 inside. So in this case, you might want to do this, right, to quickly get to his ultimate. Okay, transfer another 20. Oh wait, yeah, okay, so you don't need to use Ulrich ultimate like what I did, but yeah, every round, the first round Ulrich can provide 15, But the second round, if you use both of the incantation, that's 10, and the end of the round another 15, so that's 25. The third round you can transfer another 20. So overall, Ulrich by average is still able to transfer 20 per round. So with Ezra, you can get this to level 3 by round 3. So by round 4. So need 3 rounds in order to get the charging field to level 3. Right? This is for Ulrich and Ezra. So for Ezra and Charon. Okay, now you only need 90. Similarly, you are able to get up to 40 per round. So in that case, 2 rounds 80, you still need 3 rounds. Okay, you still need 3 rounds. Right, boom. Oh wait, unfortunately, I couldn't get to, sorry, this is not the right rotation. If you are using Ezra and Charon, do pay attention to his Moxie, Charon's Moxie, because you need to use his ultimate by round 2, or else he won't be transferring the Dynamo or gaining Dynamo. So here instead, you're gonna use this once, move this, and use the incantation. Okay, now Ezra will have 20. Okay, ultimate. Okay, 1. I need to use 2 of this to get 20, but yeah, but it's fine. Okay. Because I need 90, right? If in 3 rounds, this team technically can get up to 120 Dynamo, and that is 30 more additional. So it's a bit more flexible, that you don't have to be so rigid in their rotation in order to get the field to charge all the way to level 3. So in that case, sometimes you can use one lesser AP for Ezra to get Dynamo, or you just don't use Charon's incantation as well, and you should be able to charge the field maybe by 3 rounds. Okay, so here again, if I use this, I will get 20, definitely will charge. And in fact, now if I don't do anything, like I don't use any of Charon's incantation, I should be able to get another 20 stacks, or maybe at least 10 stacks. Together with Ezra, I can charge the field to level 3. Okay, so overall, these 2 characters can charge the field in 3 rounds as well. Alright, for Ulrich and Charon, okay, similarly, I believe it should be 3 rounds, because again, 20 max from each of this character will give you 3 rounds. Now I felt like, why am I doing this showcase for each of this character and how they are charging? Because simply you can just calculate, right? If a character maximum can transfer 20 and another character is 20, so having 2 Dynamo character, that would be 40 per round, right? Yeah, so again, Ulrich first round is 15, second round is 25, but you need to use his incantation. So now it becomes very AP demanding. Okay, let me use this. And this should give me, I guess, around 80. Do I even need to guess at this point? It's definitely going to be 80. Boom. And transfer 20 more. Oh wait, it's not 80, it's 75. Then why in the previous part I am getting extra 5 more from Ulrich? Okay, I'm not too sure what is going on. But yeah, anyway, you still need 3 rounds. Okay? You still need 3 rounds in order to charge the Dynamo using Ulrich and Charon. And for the next one here, let's go for Lucy and Ulrich. Lucy and Ulrich. Okay. Lucy and Ulrich, because is not certain that Lucy can transfer 20 per round. So I'm also not too sure. That's why I'm doing this. We can check it out. How well does Lucy actually can gain Dynamo and transfer Dynamo with Ulrich? So that's 10. Okay, Ulrich transfer 20, that's 30. And without Charon, there's 2 levels. Okay. Alright. Lucy does have 20, so I can transfer 20. Okay, 70. And I need another 50 more. So in that case, it's impossible for me to reach it. So I need 4 rounds. Right? It's impossible for me to get it, so I need 4 rounds. But alternatively, what if I try to quickly get Ulrich ultimate as soon as possible? Okay, let me do that. I'm gonna move this once. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so reset this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, transfer 5, transfer another 5. I'm gonna transfer 20, so it's 55, and I'll transfer another 15. Now I'll transfer 15. Okay. So the maximum here Ulrich can transfer is 35 if I use the ultimate, and I don't want to waste Moxie. If you are really so desperate, you can always use this to get transfer 5. So you deplete the Dynamo here, then you use the ultimate, you gain 30. So you can technically transfer a lot of Dynamo if you waste Moxie for Ulrich and then you charge the field. But yeah, if you are going for a proper rotation, you might not want to do that. So it really depends on what are you doing at that point in the fight. Anyway, 70, you need another 50. 35 can be from Ulrich, so you need 15 more. Lucy currently have 7. Can she get 15 more? Okay, let me try. Okay. Alright, so Lucy 10. Not enough. It's only 118. Yeah. So it's not enough. So Lucy Ulrich is 4 rounds. Alright? Unless, like I mentioned to you, you can use Ulrich, just waste 1 Moxie, use it, that will give additional 5, then you use the ultimate, it will transfer 30, at the end of the round it transfers 5 more. So in that case, you can transfer up to 40, and Lucy can do the remaining 10, that will give you 120, right? So Ulrich and Lucy without Ezra, you still are able to charge it with 3 rounds if you adjust it a little bit. And now for the last duo, Charon and Lucy. Okay, now you start with 3. Right. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here now I have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so with that explode, another 20 goes in. 60. And Charon will be able to transfer another 20 next round, and Lucy will be able to transfer at least 10. So you definitely will be able to achieve level 3 in 3 rounds. Okay, so overall, duo, you are able to charge in 3 rounds. Except for Lucy Ezra is 4 round and Ulrich Lucy is 4 round. And now for trio. Trio, let's start off with this tree. Okay. Yeah, and you know this tree is already a very good team. Right, so Lucy, Charon, Ulrich. And now with one more character being a Dynamo, so Ulrich and Charon, you are able to transfer 40. And now what I'm gonna do is just use one of this in order to charge it. 1, 2, and use this one to transfer. I can transfer up to 50. Right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, 45 because yeah, Ulrich is 15, not 20. I forgot. Okay, so I need another 45, and because of so many Dynamo being gained by all these characters, Lucy are able to get more Dynamo as well. So now she has 20 Dynamo. So in that case, I need another 45. So Ulrich still have 20, so he can transfer at least 15, and that will increase 45 to 60. Charon can transfer 20. Alright, so 20 plus 15 plus 45, that's 80. So I just actually need to use one of Lucy incantation. So in this case, I don't have to use any more of Ulrich incantation or wait, if Lucy in this case transfer 20, I also don't need Charon to provide 20. So I don't need to use his incantation actually. I don't need to use it anymore. I will be able to get the field to level 3. So here I can use whatever incantation that I want. It can be, you want to use it for Charon, it's fine. You want to use it for Ulrich, it's fine. Or on your sustain character, it's fine as well. So here I use it for Keep Arena. Okay, boom. 55, 65, charge, 15 goes in, and then 10 more. In fact, yeah, it will be 20 from Charon. And then I have 100. So this team will take 2 rounds. Okay. Okay, now for the next one, where is Ezra? Okay, Ezra. Okay, so with Ezra, I'm again expecting 20, 20, 40, 50. Also should be 2 round charge. Okay, but I do need to use Ezra incantation as well. And Charon's. So there you go, 50. And here we go. I need another 40 more. This will already give me 20, and this will give me another 20. So again, I have free incantation to use whatever that I want, but I'm just gonna use Ezra's. Right, so here, transfer 10, transfer 20. In fact, Ezra going to transfer 10, but it's already overflowing. So boom, another 20. So there I have 100, then it will be level 3. Okay. Okay, and now for these 3 characters, Ulrich, Charon, and Ezra. You know, by simply just counting their incantation, they are Dynamo. If each of them can transfer 20 per round, you should be able to charge the field easily by 2 turns. Okay. However, here if you are using Charon, Ulrich, and Ezra, there's one thing you have to consider. If like you start off with Ezra, and then you're gonna use 2 of Ulrich, you will have no AP left to use Charon's. If you use 2 of Charon's, you do not have AP left for Ezra. Or you can use 1, 2, 3, 4. But Ezra will get 10 lesser Dynamo, and he will be only transferring 10. But that should be fine. So it's really depending on your preference here. Because either way, you use Ulrich first, or Charon first, or Ezra first, you should be able to get it. You get the charging, the electric field up to level 3 by 2 rounds. Alright, here we are. So here I'm at 45. Okay. The reason why Ulrich is getting way more Dynamo, because every time there's an instant of the Dynamo being transferred, not only from Ulrich but also from the other characters, he will get that extra 5 Dynamo. So the more Dynamo character you bring with Ulrich, actually his whole mechanism to transfer Dynamo into the field becomes much easier to manage. If he's alone, then that is the part where I demonstrate to you is a little bit of a headache to manage it. So here I'm gonna do this. Okay, 20 from here, 20 from here, and another 20 from here. That's already more than enough. So here I'm just gonna use other incantations. Okay, boom, there you go, 2 rounds. All right, and now here we have the last team, Ulrich, Ezra, and Lucy. So this one, Because Charon is not here, there is 2 level. So you kind of need to get at least 60-60 or 50-70 in order to get the, to get it to level 3. So here what I'm gonna do, 1, 2, 3, and 4. With this, Ezra will transfer 20, Lucy will transfer 10, 30, and then Ulrich will transfer 15, so I will have 45. Okay, so 45 minutes, I cannot get it to level 2. Alright, so now I need another round. So now this round, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, because at this point I already need another 2 more turns in order to get it to level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's 100, but not enough. Okay, so I need 3 rounds. So Ulrich, Lucy, and Ezra need 3 rounds. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the full team. Okay, so here for the 4-man team, this is the full Dynamo team. The first question here, do I need to have the full Dynamo team, or can I function with the 3 Dynamo team that I show you? Well, I will answer that in a moment. However, for this case, this 4 team, you have Ezra in front. You can use Lopera Side Cube for more damage boost. You have Lucy, you have Ulrich, and then you have Charon. Charon has to be behind Ulrich, because Ulrich, every time the field charge to level 3, it's likely that he will get Dynamo, because he's going to get 3 Moxie when the electric field charge to level 3. While for Charon, when he hits level 3, the AP for his ultimate is free, and the character in front is free as well. So both Charon and Ulrich will use their ultimate for free. So this is the position you want to be. You can do it this way, but as long as Charon is always behind Ulrich. Okay? You can also behind Lucy if you want to, because Lucy also get Lucy's ultimate frequently, then it will be free. So it really depends, okay? But don't put Charon right at the front. It will not make any sense, or don't put it behind Ezra, because Ezra is not going to get his ultimate that often. Okay, so in terms of the rotation, the recommended rotation, okay, here if you look now, you only have 4 AP. You want to use 2 incantation for Ulrich to start, getting the channeling status, so he can apply buff and debuff. Or you can use Charon's, but if you use Charon's and then Ulrich, you are not using Lucy. While Lucy is the main DPS of the team, you want to get to her ultimate as quickly as possible as well. And here Ezra, if you don't use it, he will be lacking 1 Dynamo to channel. Here he's only channeling 10, but if you use it, then you can channel 20, which is the max. So which one should you optimize? Alright, so here I'm going to recommend to you is to use this first. And based on what I saw from the CN side, because previously I played slightly different and there is a difference here. If you start off with this and then Lucy's attack, you can use Charon's ultimate in the next round. So you are using 2 AP here. Because the field is not level 3, so Charon's ultimate will cost an AP. So here you use the incantation 1 AP, ultimate 1 AP. But using this incantation only provides 20 more stacks of this shockwave, and the ultimate doesn't provide any shockwave. Instead, if you wait 1 round, then you use his skill, and by the 3rd round, when the field changes to level 3, you will get his ultimate, and the ultimate will be free AP. And if you use both of these incantation, you get 40 shockwave. So that will affect the discernment buff that he gets. And the higher this buff, the stronger his attack, the stronger everyone's attack. So here the rotation, do this, and then go for Ulrich incantation, put him in the channeling status, and then Lucy's. Right, so Ezra have 20. Okay. Alright. So this is fortunate that I get 3 of Lucy's. But here, even I get 3, I can't use 3 because I need to use both of Charon's incantation. And then remaining 2 can be for Lucy. Right? So here, 70, 90 shockwave. And then Lucy will transfer another 20 Dynamo. I will have 85. And at the end of the round, Charon will transfer. For sure, it will hit level 3. Oh, sorry, Charon doesn't transfer because he is not in the ultimate status, but that's fine. Okay, so now he's at level 3. I have Charon's ultimate, I have Ulrich's ultimate. I can use both of it for free. And then the remaining, I can use Lucy's and Ezra incantation. Okay, so basically from there, you don't have to use any more of Charon's incantation because the ultimate extends his buff by 1 turn, extend his debuff by 1 turn, and provide him 1 Moxie. So if you do it right, you don't need to use any more incantation for Charon. So here you are going to focus on Ulrich and Lucy. And any other incantation, extra AP, you use it for Ezra. And what I meant for Ulrich is that you don't even have to use it that often, since you know that by the time you get to level 3 electric field, you're gonna get 3 Moxies, right? So which means in the whole rotation, Ulrich only need 2 AP. Okay, Ulrich only need 2 AP. Then he will get 3 more when the field reach level 3, and then he will get his ultimate again. And here I don't recommend to use Ulrich because his status is still here. If you use it, it's not going to extend his status. Then in the next round, you have to use it again. Then after that, you will be overflowing in Moxie, so it's not really a good Moxie management. I would put it that way. Okay, so here better off you use all of Lucy's. Okay, please, RNG. Okay, so here you can use all of Lucy, and the remaining you can use for Ezra. That will also trigger Ezra ultimate. Alright. Okay. I must now complete this run, right? While explaining to you what is the logic behind the things that I'm doing. So here, okay, I want to use 2 of Lucy's because I want to get Lucy's ultimate again. And here, Ulrich is not in the status anymore, so I need to use this. So what I'm going to do is this. Okay, see, no need to use any more incantation for Charon. And look at his shockwave. It's 240. So he has more than enough. Again, unfortunately, this stage has this very annoying, what do you call this? Incantation, this versatile incantation. And none of Lucy's, fine. Okay, 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, don't have to worry, we will have overflow of dynamos. Because Ulrich and Charon themselves by passive already providing 35 dynamo. If you just do 1 or 2 more attack from Lucy and Ezra, you will get like 45. So 45 2 times, that's 90. So for sure they will be able to charge. Alright, I think I'm not gonna complete the run. I noticed that I don't have the myth manifest, so my damage is actually lower than the video that I showcased to you. Alright, so basically this is all the full team. Now I'm gonna show you something else which is related to the myth manifest. Alright, and for this last part of this Dynamo charging, here I'm gonna talk about this guy. So this is the myth manifest. If you go for this part of the right side of this node, this one, this says that every character will transfer 5 layers of dynamo, 5 stacks of dynamo into the field. Okay? And here, each character will transfer 5 stacks of dynamo. There's one more. This one. This node, it says that when our energy is consumed, every character will get 3 stacks of dynamo. What is energy? Now let me enter the fight and I will be able to show it to you. Okay, so here, see these 4 little dots here? That is the energy. If the energy overflow, it will be consumed, right? So you can charge it up. You don't have to use the ultimate, it will consume 1 of the charge. If you use the ultimate, it will directly consume 4, and this will grant 12 dynamo to all your characters. Okay, so if you are able to manipulate this properly, you know what you're doing. By the time you reach the next phase, you can instantly charge up the charging field from level 1 all the way to level 3 in just 1 round. So that's what I'm gonna demonstrate to you. Okay, right now I have 1 more round left. So here I'm not optimizing damage, I just want to do the rotation. So yeah. Okay, so after this, the electric field will go back to level 1. And I want to show you that with the Myth Manifest, I can charge it all the way to 90 in just 1 round. Okay. Okay. 1 energy is consumed, and yeah, so here 1 energy is consumed. So the Myth Manifest providing all my characters 3 dynamo. If I use this, all of them will get 12 more dynamo. In that case, Ezra will have 3 plus 12, there's 15 dynamo which he will channel in. So 15. And here, if I use both of Lucy's incantation, I will transfer 20. Okay, 20 plus 15. And because of this Myth Manifest, I will transfer another 5 more from Lucy. That's 40. And Ulrich will transfer 15. And then Charon will transfer 20. And each of it 5 more extra from Charon and Ulrich. So that's 10 more, I will get 85. So in that case, it's not enough for me to charge it. So what I need to do is to use one of Ezra incantation. Okay, so Ezra become quite crucial here, or else you won't be able to charge it to 90. So here is where Ezra is important. If you want to be able to charge it to 90 and have a high uptime of the charging field, the electric field, you do need Ezra. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3. But again, yeah, so in that case, however, I will not be able to get Ulrich ultimate, right, because of this situation. So, but fortunately now I get it to merge and I get 1 Moxie. So let's assume that I can't, okay, never mind. Okay, 1, charge, 1, 2, 3, and I will use this one. Okay. Okay, 10 in, 20 in, and explode, and now everything goes in. See, 95, instant charge. But problem, again, the problem here I'm telling you is that I have only 1 of this status from Ulrich. So I have to use 1 more. So it's kind of like a wasted Moxie, but that is fine. Okay, 1 more. In fact, if I do not get the incantation of Ulrich to merge, I will not get the ultimate, but that's okay. If I use this and this, by the next round, which I'm still in level 3, I will get the ultimate in the last round. Then I just use it then. As long as I use it within the level 3 electric field, it is fine, right? But here anyway, I'm going to use this, 1, 2, 3 Moxie, so Ezra, and then 2 more attack from Lucy. Okay. Boom. Okay, this is perfect. Look at the number of Lucy incantation that I'm getting here. Okay. Alright, this boss is really annoying, and I might die because I do not have. I just hope I survive here. 1, 2, 3. I do need 1 more, which is this. 3. Sorry. 1, 27, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, hopefully I can survive this, which I doubt so. Oh no. Okay, 100, charge it 1 round, but everyone's gonna die? Oh wait, I survived. Okay, cool, cool. If she used ultimate just now, I'll be dead. I'm not sure why the ultimate didn't trigger. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. There you go. There we go. Okay, so this is 1 round charge. Okay, yeah. So with this, the next part, I'm just going to show you the summary. This is basically all I have to share with you, but there are some information, that's some things that I want to talk a little bit more. So in the summary, I will explain about it. But regarding the recommendation on team, on how you want to form team with other characters, or rather having 2 or 3 Dynamo characters enough, I don't think I will be able to cover it in this video. It's a little bit too long now, so I'm going to cover it in the next video. But now at least you know how the rotation, what is the mechanics of having the Dynamo being transferred into the electric field, and how the electric field is being charged up, right? And what does it do? Okay. So for summary, based on all the runs that I did, if you did not watch it, it's fine. That's too long anyway. Yeah, so directly focus on this part of this video. The summary here, which or how many Dynamo units should you need to form a team? I would say that depends on how fast they can charge the field. Solo, definitely not recommended. It takes too long to charge the field. Duo, at least 3 rounds and below. So Lucy, Ezra, no. Lucy, Ulrich, not really. So you probably want to put Ezra in there. Lucy, Ulrich, Ezra. But when Charon comes into the picture, then a lot things changes and the team formation become more flexible, because how Charon works, that reduces the requirement to charge the electric field, and even can reduce some of the teams to 2 rounds. Okay, and one more thing to point out, Ulrich is free. If Ulrich is free, if you want to do any Dynamo team, just put Ulrich there. So here I would recommend Ulrich, Charon, a possible combination. Ulrich, Ezra, okay. Lucy, Ezra, Ulrich, Lucy, Charon, Ulrich, or Ulrich, Charon, Ezra. And no brainer, of course, put all of them together, okay. However, if you put all of them together, it's still 2 rounds. And do remember, we do have the myth manifest. So the myth manifest can, in most teams, reduce the charging round by 1 round. So just now I mentioned Lucy, Ulrich is 4 rounds, but with the myth manifest it can reduce to 3 rounds, and then that becomes a viable team. So which means if you want to use Lucy, Ulrich in reveries with this myth manifest, fine. Just don't use them in other content because it just takes too long to charge. Alright, and the last thing, which non-Dynamo unit that can be placed in the team and form a good team? This video is a bit too long already, so I will cover that in the next video. Alright, so anyway, thank you for watching and have a good day.